Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Real Honesty without John Ritland. I am not John Ritland. I am the Derbinator. Hello. And this was an adequate episode of NXT. I have to say, I was sort of disappointed in the beginning of this because you had two very quick matches and a long main event, which I guess should be expected with an hour-long show. But it felt lacking. The first match was understandable why it was quick. It was the Street Profits versus two jobbers by the name of Chris Starr and Riley Apex. I think it was Chris Starr that they were referring to as Young JBL, which seems insulting to me because this guy seemed to have a little bit more talent than JBL does. Diz. Yes. I'm making up words today because I can English. It was a quick match, ended with Montez Ford hopping off the top turnbuckle in the frog splash, which was freaking amazing. The airtime he got on that was just ludicrous. That was about it. Afterwards, you had the NXT Women's Championship match between Ember Moon and Sonya Deville. Unsurprisingly, Ember Moon won because Sonya Deville is not on NXT anymore. I mean, besides this match, obviously. They did put on a terrific showing, but it just seemed like the match was too short for an NXT Championship match, even if it's just the Women's Championship. It should really be treated a lot better, especially with the way that the women are being portrayed now in wrestling, that they're looked at as more than just, not to reference another wrestling company, but TNA, which is great. They've been treated so much better, except there seems to be a problem where they seem to be relegating Ember Moon to the background, which, ironically, is not what I did here. I put Lars Strongovin in the back there. But it seems so weird, like when they were live on the USA Network, they relegated her match to the WWE Network instead of putting it on live TV, which I found that absolutely puzzling. But maybe people disagree with me on that. I think they should get more time. After the match, Ember Moon got a little quick promo from Kairi Sane. When I say quick, I mean quick because, boy, she was out cold. Because Shayna Baszler appears behind her like a ninja, or the camera guy kept her out of frame until she could sneak up behind her. Knocks out Kairi Sane, and then there was that hype gone. I was excited to see a little bit of a promo battle between Kairi Sane and Ember Moon, and, well, I think they should have saved Shayna Baszler for later. That's just me. But after those quick couple of matches, we had the Fatal 4-Way between Aleister Black, Johnny Gargano, Killian Dane, and Lars Sullivan. And this one was a pretty good match. Wouldn't say that it was a perfect match or a very terrific match, but given the fact that it's developmental and they had an hour to work with, I see they did a pretty good job with it. Aleister Black was made to look dominant throughout the entirety of the match, which instantly meant he was going to lose, which is unfortunate. Lars Sullivan had his moment, literally tossing people around, except for Killian Dane, who, at one point, when everyone was jumping off the ropes to get to Lars Sullivan, he kept throwing them around. Killian Dane, you ain't catching that. He hit too big. He going to crush you. He's going to crush. The battle went up and around on the ramp. Then Lars Sullivan, attempting to powerbomb Johnny Gargano into the announcer's table, got his clock cleaned a little by a kick from Aleister Black, a kick from Johnny Gargano, and one hell of a leap from Killian Dane. He leapt from the stage onto Lars Sullivan, onto the announcer's table, which is ridiculous, dangerous, and he nailed it. surprisingly. After that, everything went back in ring. Aleister Black and Johnny Gargano had a bit of a back and forth after Lars Sullivan got knocked out of the ring. And right before, I should say, Aleister Black went up against Lars Sullivan first on there. Hit him, knocked him down, was ready to pin him. Gets pulled out by the Undisputed Era because we can't have nice things. And they decided to mess with him. Aleister Black quickly dispatched the two of them. Was it Bobby Fish and Kyle O'Reilly? That's right. And so he goes to hop back in the ring. Gets pulled out by Adam Cole. And, he knocks Aleister Black out. Johnny Gargano strikes on the opportunity. Pins Aleister Black. Aleister Black's undefeated streak is ended with a whimper. Which sucks. That could have been really capitalized on. But Johnny Gargano is now the number one contender for the NXT Championship, and he is a terrific talent. Can't wait to see more of what he can do. Because, as you may know, I haven't really been watching NXT up until a couple weeks ago. So we'll see how this develops. See what Aleister Black's upcoming feud with the Undisputed Era looks like. It's going to be weird. I wonder if Aleister Black's going to end up teaming up with Sanity. Or possibly the Velveteen Dream when he comes back. One can hope. But overall, this NXT was adequate, but could have been far more. I'd say I'm going to give this episode of NXT a C+. It was great. It wasn't the best it could be. They didn't give the women enough time, I don't think. But, alas, let me know what you think down in the comments. If you like the video, hit the like button. If you don't like it, hit the dislike button. If you don't like looking at my face, let me know. I'll animate it for you. Because I've got nothing better to do, apparently. But hey, I am the Durbinator. This is Real Aussie without John Ritland. And I will see you next week.